So what really makes a great leader in one of the fastest-growing economies on the planet? Today, we're going to take a look at the 4th Bangladeshi C-Suite Awards. And believe me, this is way more than just handing out some shiny trophies. This is about setting the gold standard for leadership that's going to steer the entire country forward.
Okay, so out of a huge pool of nominees, this is the number you need to remember. 24. Just 24 leaders were singled out for their incredible work. It's not just an award, you know? It's proof that you are at the absolute top of your game, the best of the best.
All right, let's set the scene. This was a massive gala, bringing together the real titans of Bangladeshi industry, all there to celebrate the pinnacle of corporate achievement.
I want you to picture a room at the United Convention Center, just packed with the very people who are shaping the country's economy. We're talking the C-suite, your CEOs, your CFOs, the whole lot, plus visionary founders and the heads of major institutions. All these heavy hitters, all in one room, celebrating what truly works in business today.
So the big question is, who actually got into this super exclusive winner's circle? Let's dive in. What's really cool is just how diverse the winners are, both in their roles and the industries they come from.
You know, what really jumps out at me is the sheer variety of roles they honored. It kind of shows a real shift in what we value in a company. I mean, of course, you've got giants like Masher Arifin, the CEO of Citibank PLC, a huge name in finance. But then he's recognized right alongside Farhana Zaman from Gramophone, who's the chief marketing officer. And what that tells you is that it's not just about the top job anymore. Every part of the business matters, from finance to marketing and even human resources. Honoring the top CHRO, that says that managing people and talent is now seen as absolutely central to success. And this variety isn't just about job titles. It's about industries too. It really reflects the incredible engine that is Bangladesh's economy. You've got leaders from the cutting-edge world of consumer electronics, like Nishitasanam Shuchi of Walton Microtech, and then, in the same breath, you have leaders from the ready-made garment sector, which is so vital to the nation, like Asif Ashraf of Ermi Group. It just goes to show that excellence is happening everywhere, across the board.
Okay, but how on earth do you pick just 24 winners out of a field this competitive? Well, that brings us to the selection process itself, which honestly sounds just as impressive as the awards.
These numbers pretty much tell the whole story. Think about it. They started with 102 nominations, coming from over 50 different companies, and the judges had to whittle that all the way down to just 24 winners in 23 categories. I mean, that's an incredibly high bar. It just speaks volumes about how much this award really means.
So, who are the people making these tough calls? Well, the Judging Council is a real who's who of respected minds from business, academics, and economic policy. When you have people like Professor Imran Rahman from ULAB and Dr. A.K. Enamul Haq from BIDS on the panel, you know the whole process is going to be fair, impartial, and really, really insightful.
But here's the thing. These awards weren't just a pat on the back for a job well done. Nope. They were part of a much bigger conversation. A really powerful call to action about the future of leadership itself.
This quote from Sharful Islam, who founded the Bangladesh Brand Forum, just nails the whole spirit of the event. It's not just about recognition, right? It's a challenge. It's saying we need to raise the bar for leadership across every single industry in the country.
And to really get that, you have to look at the bigger picture. The awards gala, it was actually the grand finale of a day-long event, the 9th Leadership Summit. So if the awards were the inspiration, the summit was the blueprint.
And the big theme of that summit was resilient leadership. Okay, so what does that actually mean? It's not just about being tough when things get hard. It's a whole leadership style built on looking ahead, on creating stability, and having a deep sense of responsibility to guide your team and your company through all the ups and downs.
The summit really got into the nitty-gritty of the skills you need for this new era. We're talking about rock-solid governance, serious financial discipline, and, actually making decisions based on data instead of just a gut feeling. It's all about building a purpose that goes way beyond just hitting next quarter's profit target.
So when you put this summit and the awards together, what's the big takeaway? You get this really powerful statement about what it's going to take to build Bangladesh's future. At the end of the day, the message couldn't be clearer. For the country to keep up its incredible economic momentum, it's going to depend on a new kind of leader, one who has total clarity in their vision, who's resilient in how they get things done, and who has a powerful sense of purpose behind every single decision.
And that kind of leaves us with a really important question to think about.
Bangladesh is standing at the start of a really defining decade. The leaders we've talked about today have set the standard high. So the real question is, what's going to be the mark of the next generation that follows them?